official introductions for tonight's main event. Once again, we go back inside the ring. Here is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the PBC Pay-Per-View on Prime featured attraction, brought to you by GTD Promotions and TGB Promotions in association with Pro Box Promotions, and sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. This bout is sanctioned by the WBA. President in attendance, Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, along with the New York State Athletic Commission. The executive director is Matthew DeLaglio. Introducing our three judges scoring from ringside: from Connecticut, Glenn Feldman; from New York, Eric Marlinski; and from New Jersey, Steve Weisfeld. Introducing our referee in charge, our third man in the ring, Steve Willis.
Oh my God. Wow.
All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Lightweight Championship of the World. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world. Introducing to you first the challenger on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing green trunks, hailing from and representing our nation's capital of Washington, D.C. He weighed in at the lightweight limit of 135 pounds. With a record of 25 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw, he has 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, he is moving up in weight as he attempts to capture his second World Division title. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome tonight's challenger, the current WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World, introducing Lamont, the Reaper, Roach Jr. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, tonight's defending world champion, wearing green camouflage trunks. He is fighting out of and representing his home of Baltimore, Maryland. He weighed in at a trim and ready 133.8 pounds. He is undefeated in his tremendous campaign, with a record of 30 wins, no losses, 28 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the popular superstar of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the hard-hitting, 5-time, 3-division world champion and the current undefeated, reigning and defending WBA lightweight champion of the world, introducing Gervonta. Once again, our referee in charge is Steve Willis, now to give instructions.
All right, here we go. Okay, gentlemen, you're both receiving instructions in the dressing room. I want you to obey the commands and protect yourselves at all times. Right now, we're going on the low on the green. We're going to go low underneath the black. All right, got it? Tap up. It's going to work.
Steve Willis, referee for Gervonta Davis. Well, you know, the sport of boxing isn't about who throws the most. It's about who lands the right punch at the right time. Davis, a master of that science. But for Lamont Roach, he knows that when it comes to beating Davis, it's not about just skill. It's about flawless execution under constant pressure. Roach Jr. believes his IQ is sharper than the #2 pencil, but he'll need more than wit to withstand Davis's precision and power. Round number 1.
And the big question here, Mo, and I think we all want to see, is if Tank Davis is going to start fast.
We know the answer.
I know.
If you want to look for some areas Roach thinks he has advantage, one thing he said is fighting on the inside. His quote was, "We're going to see if Tank is really an inside guy in this fight."
Been well chronicled. First 3-4 rounds. Davis downloads that data like an AI-generated knockout artist. And for Roach, it's going to be up to him to, does he elect to take the fight to Davis? Does he wait for Davis to come to him?
One thing you can say about Roach, he has never looked in better shape coming in. Looks big, looks strong.
Yep.
Confident, I mean.
And we talked about it, Brian Custer, all of us saying, you know, for most opponents, it's like that Mike Tyson effect. You walk to the ring, dead man walking. For Roach, though, familiarity. They've sparred a lot. Yes, they faced each other in the amateurs. And Roach is a champion. He holds a title. He may not have been on this stage before, but he knows what it takes to be a champion. And tonight he wants to make history.
Well, when you come back from defeat like he did in his first title bout against Jamel Herring, which he said created this persona of the Reaper, and you come back and put together the run that he has, that is a champion in form right there. Let's see, though. Familiarity has brought confidence to Roach, but too much confidence against Tank is a recipe for disaster.
Knowing Tank Davis, I doubt he listened to Blue Oyster Cult's "Don't Fear the Reaper," but that's the sentiment that I'm sure he has going into this fight. 1:15 left here in the opening round, and yes, a cautious start.
Yep. IQ right now from Roach. We know he's really smart, taking in data right now, trying to read Tank Davis and not trying to let Davis read him.
Might not be surprised that with 2 minutes gone, Davis has yet to land a punch.
Well, this is Roach kind of forcing Davis to take the lead, which is an interesting strategy.
That's what we talked about. But there's that tension. You need to cut it with a chainsaw with a Tank Davis fight. It says the one on his trunks, and yeah, he is the one to sell out arenas, coast to coast.
He's also the one to add interesting tattoos, creative designs. How about the red letters on the top of his forehead?
Post Malone is jealous.
I like what Roach is doing right now, and I know most of the opponents that David has faced the first 3-4 rounds are always, they're pressuring, they're winning the rounds, and right now Roach putting that pressure, being smart with the pressure.
Well, if you're Roach, you can't be afraid if the crowd boos. That might mean that you are controlling the terms of this fight.
Well, he's been compared to Mike Tyson. Might as well get those face tattoos as well. And they're to try to lure Davis into a counter opportunity. Of course, Davis knows all about making counters count.
Well, this does align with what Roach was saying regarding his strategy. He wanted to really make Tank think. He thinks that could be the difference in his performance, obviously, compared to the others Tanks have had. So many of those fights ending by knockout, by the way.
Here's a rarity in round one. All punches were landed to the body, albeit there were 3 for Roach, 1 for Davis, but still, all body shots.
Yeah, we talked about the reach and making Tank Davis think. And there's those feints that Roach is using right now. Try to make a mistake and make him pay. But again, I'm liking how Roach is walking Tank Davis back.
Brian, you and I talked about just this scenario. What happens when no one leads the dance? Already it's smattering.
Obviously, this fight can turn at any point. You do wonder if you're Tank, do you want to land something big to set a certain tone and precedent?
Well, he's not known to be that guy in the early rounds, but obviously, yes, his power is just that.
And yet it's interesting. Before every Tank fight, always go back, watch tape. And in those early days, my goodness, was he a beast in those first rounds. But it's low output, high accuracy, maximum damage.
How about those shoes on Tank, by the way? You can put on your makeup in the reflection of that more.
Both of them are styling and profiling with their ring fits here tonight. First championship glory. Up for grabs. Roach given special permission to move 5 pounds up for this huge opportunity. Double jab. There's a jab by Davis. Southpaw against orthodox. Roach in the center of the ring. Again, very cautious. He's building the tension. And you know, we've said it many times. You watch a Tank Davis fight, it's like sitting on the edge of your seat during a blockbuster thriller. You know that a twist is coming, but the suspense is half the fun.
Yeah, it's just a matter of when, really. But again, Roach, I mean, smart round. He's not throwing a lot, but being cautious, being smart. He knows he cannot make mistakes against Tank.
And you look at this lightweight division, of course, a new star on the rise. Another Davis added to the championship mix with Keyshawn Davis, Shakur Stevenson, Vasily Lomachenko.
How about the talent?
So much talent, and you know, there's hope that they will start to mix it up. There was talk that Davis would face Vasily Lomachenko before Lomachenko pulled out and then had the back injury. But here we use your feet, use the footwork. He feels Roach's feet are already heavy. I'm just wondering, what would happen if a Tank Davis fight started in round 6?
All action all the time. He's not alone in that. Let's talk about some of the great ones.
Amen.
Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez.
And he was mentored by Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, all about that low output, high accuracy.
Yeah, but you got to give it to Tank. I mean, yes, we would love for him to start fast and be exciting, but he's a smart fighter. He knows when to go in. He's reading the fighter right now. He's taking in data, and he doesn't want to make a mistake.
Constantly setting traps, mentally, physically, and otherwise.
Who's going to make the other fighter reach first?
Yeah.
Do something they don't want to first.
Yeah, Tank, I mean, war fighter, but Tank does not like to get hit, and that's why he doesn't start as fast. He's waiting for the right moment. We need that double jab from Roach. The corner asked for it. Double jab to close the gap.
Just a single jab from Roach and not doing anything with it. Missing with the right, the defense on display. There's Tank Davis utilizing the instructions from his corner, Barry Hunter, utilizing his feet much more here in round 3.
Good body shot there from Tank.
There's another body shot from Davis. Straight right down the middle. Always a weapon against the southpaw, public enemy number 1, but let's not forget that left hook. And Roach has a decent left hook. Loves to go to the body as well.
Roach told us he has no issues at all with southpaws. The only loss, the only draw in his career did both come against left-handed fighters.
So far, Roach not giving him anything.
Lead left hook by Roach in the jab. Nothing there. High guard from Davis. Monitoring the situation. Trying to pick up the tells. Pick up any information that he will use as this fight unfolds. 30 seconds now left in the third. There's a chopping right hand. Good punch from Roach.
Yeah, really good right hand from Roach. And you got to start winning rounds. Bagging rounds. That's all you have to do. Take it round by round.
Well, we saw in Tank's last fight, first 3 rounds, Frank Martin do a good job of taking the fight to Davis, having success. We've seen that with the likes of Leo Santa Cruz. We saw with Ryan Garcia, what happened when he got aggressive, got dropped in round 2. So again, it's not a catch-22, but it can be a catch-22 when it comes to fighting Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis, and interesting, even at the highest level, even when you're Tank Davis, it's the basic information that sticks, right? It's just keeping it simple.
Yeah.
Fundamental.
Don't stay in the center line.
Yeah, get your head off center line. Come in with that left hook, set it up, go with the right hook.
I really like the command of Roach, the patience, the confidence, but he's not making it clear in terms of his output that these rounds are going to his favor, and it's something to consider.
And that footwork of Davis definitely also causing issues. Movement constantly from Tank Davis. But there's the double jab from Roach. There's that lead left hook, just clipped Davis.
Yeah, just as well. Roach not giving Tank Davis anything. Tank
Very
not giving Roach
close,
anything.
and you see round 2 where Roach outlanded Davis. Well, the first 2 rounds, in fact, our unofficial scorer, Larry Hazard, did actually give round 2 to Roach. So there it is. I mean, again, they're early stage of the fight where fighters pick up rounds against Davis.
Yeah, those right hands that Roach landed in that second round, yes.
Tank's starting to open up a little bit here.
There's a lead left and their body work from Davis. Backing up again, setting the trap. We saw it against Rolly Romero here in Brooklyn. Letting him to the ropes and then sent him crashing into the ropes with the counter
It's
left.
such a dangerous proposition for Roach with that high guard, because you're either giving up clean body shots to a big puncher in Davis, or you're going to bring down that guard and set up an opportunity for him to end the fight.
Roach is on the hunt.
When Pitbull fought Tank Davis, he fought low. He fought really low with his high guard, and he got in. But Roach is standing too straight.
Mario Barrios also had a good start. That was at 140. Again, but how did those fights all end, guys? With Davis victories, usually a knockout. Esau Cruz, one of 2 fighters to go the distance, the first to go 12 rounds, and not to take away from the win, but halfway through the fight, Davis injured his most effective weapon, his left hand.
Left hand against Pitbull, yes, he did.
Roach is really trying to be perfect in everything he does.
And that could be dangerous too, because you can make mistakes by trying to be too perfect.
Margin of error is so slim against a fighter like Davis. You can see the difference in movement and footwork. And Tank's getting a lot of sneaky shots to the body this round too.
Ooh, there's that right hand again from Roach.
Tank took his eye off the ball there, arguing with the referee, took a clean jab.